Hey there, you filthy animals. Mr. Dirty back with another episode of the GTM show, and today we're going to be checking out something from the frozen food department. Alright, so there you have it. The failing mall pizza stand, Sbarro's, having major problems, it seems, nowadays, throughout many of their locations. Wants to throw their hat into the frozen food pizza ring, I suppose, as a last-ditch effort maybe to hang on to any sort of business. Look at this, the classic artisan crust. We got the Supreme one here, serving authentic pizza for over 50 years, and that's in malls, not in the frozen food department. But today we got the Supreme pizza, because it's got the most toppings on there. I didn't want to just cover pepperoni or cover the sausage one. I want to make sure that we gave them a fair shot with all their toppings. And see how close this is? Maybe this is direct competition for DiGiorno's? Have no idea. Let's crack this open and see what we got inside. Alright, so there's our frozen pizza disc that you get inside. And we got a good disbursement of toppings on there, I would say. Good amount of pepperonis. We got chopped vegetables. They're not as diced up as I thought they would be. On the front there, they show them to be, fairly small and chopped up. But here we've got, very large pieces of green peppers, large chunks of onions. So a little put off by that, but hey, we're going to give it a go, see what we got. Got to preheat the oven to 400 degrees, and I think this goes in there for about like 23 to 26 minutes. We've already got our oven preheated in there. And let's just see real quick what we got here before we toss it in there. Sausage, pepperoni, peppers, onions, and mushrooms is what's going to be on this pizza. So I'm going to go toss this in, be back, stick around. Alright gang, I am back. I've got our pizza out of the oven. I've let it cool off, and bam, this is what you get. Alright, there's our pizza, fresh out of the oven. I've already cut it. You can see the vegetables on there. They're a bit chunkier than it looked in the picture. In the picture they're more diced. And these are definitely chunky. I mean, we have large pieces of green pepper, large pieces of red peppers, chunks of mushrooms. Take a look at the pepperonis there, not too shabby. Gigantic chunks of sausage also, that's not too bad. Alright, I grabbed a slice that seems to have a little bit of everything right there at the tip. It's got the pepperoni, the little bit of the sausage, both of the peppers, the onions, everything's there. I'll let you look at the bottom real quick. You can see, it's still got some bend to it, even though our crust out here is very hard. You can snap that crust. Let me give this a taste, see what we got. Right off the bat, I'm amazed by the quality. The peppers are nice and fresh tasting. The onions, I could have left those because there's a lot of those and they're pretty chunky on there. That's a bit of a turnoff to me. And these mushrooms, they don't seem to be fresh mushrooms. These look like of the canned variety. To me, that's a huge no-no. They really strove for the quality of a DiGiorno here, but they don't have the rising crust. It is more of like a thin crust pizza. And speaking of crust, I'm going to bite it from the ass end here and tell you what I think of that. Pretty flavorless. It is crunchy. It's nice and soft in the middle part where the toppings were, and around the edges it did become very crunchy, very crispy. As far as artisan crust, I didn't see anything too special about that going on there. Just tastes like dough. Now, the pepperoni and the sausage bits are quite nice. I like that part. The sauce is pretty zesty. I wouldn't say it's spicy. I don't think if you only have like one or two slices of this that you're going to have any kind of internal problems or any kind of post effects. Moderation, folks. Overall, not so bad for a frozen pizza. This is really a higher quality pizza. It's not like Totino's or like Newman's or any of those other kind of average to shitty pizzas. So this one here, it's climbing up there into that DiGiorno Freshetta type range of frozen pizzas. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. Alright, so there you have it. It's the Sbarro's Supreme Frozen Pizza on the artisan crust. Not quite sure where they're going with that, but it is what it is. Everybody's calling it that nowadays. Alright, so if you had this already, just let me know what you think. Just leave me a message down in the comment section, or you can also follow me on Twitter at @TheRealMrDirty. I believe you know what time it is. Time to get out of here and go have a rotten day.